And they did today. The A's have lost 5 in a row. Home to the Tribe. Jody Garrett laces one to right center. He's thinking triple right now. However, Marco Scutaro, who's made only 3 errors in 108 games at second base, will get the relay throw and hose him up.
Wow.
Middle infielders today throw better than they ever have, which is why there aren't too many triples, because there's no sense running on these guys.
Interesting. CC Sabathia, not real good command. He had 6 walks today. Gets Scutaro to pop up to left with the bases loaded in the 4th. He gets out of that jam.
You know, the thing about Sabathia, he always makes the pitch when he has to.
Travis Hafner. 6 homers in Cleveland, 21 on the road for some reason.
He's not very
odd.
strong.
Says 17 homers since the All-Star break. 4-0 Tribe, and here come the A's. Sabathia to Hatterberg. Rips one down the line. Scutaro and Burns score. Smithers, 2-run double. A's down by 1, 4-3. How about Bobby Crosby?
It's another rookie having a decent year.
Decent. He's a player.
19 homers, premium defensive position, contender.
That's a Swisher Sweet right there.
Swisher doing everything they thought he would do. Back-to-back homers, wins it for the A's. His on base, 429, slugging 636. That's just what the book told us he would do last year. Ken Maka says, to say we needed that one would be an understatement. How about Scott Hatterberg commenting on Swisher, quote, to say he's confident would be an understatement. That's an asset in this game. He's got as much as you need. All right, so the Angels need a win to stay 1 back of Oakland after the A's stop the bleeding against Cleveland. Vladimir Guerrero. Lazy swing to left. Eckstein scores, but check out Darren Erstad trying to score from first. I'll try to get to third from first, I should say. Angels lead 1-0. Top of the second, Willie Harris. Up the middle. Oh. Dropped at second.
Got to get that first out first.
4-1. Now check this out as Carlos Lee pops it up.
Oh, this is ugly.
Oh, boy. Remember, pitchers are not allowed to catch pop-ups.
Well, they're allowed, but they need to call it before they go get it.
Right, that time he shouldn't have been anywhere near. Canerco doubles to left. Clears the bases, 7-1.
Sid Fernandez once said he went 8 years into his career before he caught a pop-up. 8 years.
I believe there's a lot of pitchers who've never caught one.
Well, Sid didn't get off the mound too much.
That's clear.
Ross Glode to center. This is an 8-run inning.
You know, the one thing about Aaron Seeley is he can make a lot of hitters look very bad, but when he's up in the strike zone, he can make himself look real bad.
Bottom of the 7th, the Angels, okay, a bit of a threat here. They have 2 on and nobody out as Darren Erstad comes to the plate. This one's not over. They're down 6 and they have 3 hacks at it. And here are your up-to-date standings. Again, right now as we speak, it's a 1.5. If the Angels lose, it goes to 2. If they get a miracle comeback, it goes back down. Cardinals, we'll keep an eye on that. But first, let's go to Wrigley, and Sammy is batting 6th. The first time in 10 years. Top of the first.
All right.
Carlos Zambrano, and boy, we really raked the Cubs yesterday because of their lack of fundamental baseball, but they have a couple of web gems in this highlight. There's the first from Olu.
That's the thing, John. They're not always bad defensively, but occasionally they're really bad.
Dontrell Willis strikes out Sammy for the 2,092nd time in his career, second all-time to Reggie Jackson. 505 behind Reggie. Meanwhile, Zambrano, look at this. That's good fundamental baseball.
That's a heads-up play. Checking the runner at first base. He couldn't get him. Changed his mind. Made a great play.
Sammy strikes out again. 504 behind Reggie for number 1 all-time. Bottom 7 now. Guillermo Mota in facing Olu, and Olu doesn't like it. But then, Mayfield Perez off of Mota to short, gets away from Conine. Perez goes to second.
That's great hustle by Perez right there.
He barely makes it, but he makes it.
And next batter is Sammy.
This is the key right here for Sammy Sosa. You put him at 6 in the lineup, and it gives him an opportunity not to overswing like he did the first couple of times up. Doesn't have a lot of pressure on him. All he's got to do is put the ball in play. I think that's why Dusty's got him down there.
That's why we pray. Rudy Cian is in, bottom of the 8th. He threw 6 straight sliders to Derek Lee. The 6th one hung up. It was the only one in the strike zone. Lee swung at a couple balls in the dirt, but he unloads the bases on the 6th one he saw.
Lee was absolutely huge for the Marlins last year down the September run, and so far for the Cubs, he's been huge for them in September.
Yeah, what lead singer Tom Chaplin is to Keene, Derek Lee is to the Cubs. He said afterwards, I can't say it does mean more because I didn't leave on a bitter note. As the Cubs win, Nomar dropped from 3rd to 5th. He says he probably won't play on Sunday because he tweaked his groin, but no
Oh, there you go.
Gosh.
Not two of them, just one.
To the Astros, who have cooled since going through the Fort Pitt tunnel. Oh, Craig Biggio, bless his heart, he must be the sickest man in America. He made the web gems last night. He makes his 7th outfield error this year. Next batter, Jason Bay. Here, my boy, Blue. 23 homers, 71 RBIs, hitting .292. 3-1 Bucks. Lance Berkman. Oh, yeah. Cheese from Ryan Vogelsong.
It's that young pitching for Pittsburgh. He's not the top one, but he's got a pretty good arm, too.
Jeff Kent hits just .266 on the road, and this one's to the warning track. Another missed chance.
Let's face it, the Astros didn't come into this series cold either. They were swinging some hot bats.
Carlos Beltran, 2 homers and 4 stolen bases shy of 40-40. Grounds out to second, top of the 9th, second and third against Jose Mesa. Can Bagwell come through? 3-run homer, maybe? He tried. Not going to happen. Astros lose for the 3rd time in 4 games following that 12-game win streak Jeff mentioned. Craig Biggio, 40th career leadoff homer. In fact, his 22 you see there on your TV set, that ties for his career high.
But you know, at this point for the Astros, there's no reason to panic because everybody else is losing too.
Biggio's almost halfway to Ricky Henderson for leadoff home runs. Almost halfway.
Jason Bay leads all rookies in homers, RBIs, and on base, by the way. You know the Pirates have never had a Rookie of the Year since the award was established in 1947?
Interesting.
And he might get beat up by Khalil Green this year. Pounds, 9th overall pick in 2002, facing Khalil Green. He turns 25 in October and has hit another home run. Then the sun became a factor, boys. And, you know, the sun is 93 million miles from Earth, yet it's still a factor in baseball games.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but you're a lot closer to the sun in
can't see
Colorado than you are anywhere else.
Bottom second now, tied at 1. Scientists have found that the sun is a huge atom-smashing machine. The heat and light are caused by nuclear reactions between hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, and helium, and it's playing havoc with this game. However, Jay Payton saves himself and makes the play. Khalil Green again, boys, home run. What's he doing? 3 homers at home.
He's got 15 homers this year. Premium defensive position for a contending team. Really playing well.
You know, if the sun were hollow, 1,000,000 Earths would fit inside.
Is that right? I still haven't figured out the frozen caveman thing yet.
The sun is so hot, everything on it is a gas. And it's playing havoc with this baseball game. Jeremy Burnett's going to score here. The moral of the story is the sun is very bright. Jeff Francis is going to be a real good pitcher. Khalil Green's going to win the Rookie of the Year, and the Rockies won this game.
Carl Sagan is hosting the show.
Denver, the Sunshine State. Gorgeous. All right, Phillies, Mets. This is where everything goes crazy, go nuts. It's 9-7 Phillies. Billy Wagner trying to save this thing out, not having a fun year at all. Wild pitch. Second and third now in a 9-8 game. Phillips scores.
All right, now let's look at those first 2 pitches. They were both arm side, up and away. One hit the backstop. One was up and away anyway.
All right, 9-9, a bit inside, waist high to Cliff Floyd, who gives Wagner a stare. Same at bat. Now, again, it was about elbow height, and Wagner gets tossed from the game.
That's ridiculous.
And he can't believe it. He loses his religion. We got to keep our composure, but they can't.
He should be livid, and I think that Dana DeMuth made the wrong call in this ball game, because if you watch Billy Wagner and his reaction, watch him turn his head to the side. He's frustrated just as much as anybody else. He hasn't been out there all year long. Art Howe is saying throw him out of the game. Sure he is. He thinks he's throwing at him on purpose. Billy Wagner did not throw that ball at Cliff Floyd. That was a bad call.
All right, top of 13, the annual Retief Goosen lookalike winner, David Bell, a 2-run homer, makes it 11-9. Bell's 15th homer. Bottom 13, Mets are out of pinch hitters. Here comes career 184 hitter Tom Glavine and his 1 career home run. But you know what? He had a great at-bat.
Absolutely.
Richard Hidalgo. We thought he won the game when we were watching this, and he hit that ball. But it was fouled. And it was fouled by like 100 feet, but it looked like it was a home run.
It looked like a homer.
Later, Bell, it's a real smart double play. A lot of guys would have tagged the guy, and there would have been any double play.
Tough in-between hop to begin with, and he went to the right base. He always does. Final score here, 9-11 for the Mets.
Phillies won their 5th straight and 8th of 9 following their 1-9 homestand. The Mets have lost 18 of 20. 18 of 20. Oh, by the way, check this out. Most pitchers used. The Mets and Phils combined to tie the Major League record for most pitchers used. The Phils trying to become the first Yankee starter to begin a year 8-0 since Bob Wickman did it in '93. Alex Rodriguez serves one to right. His only hit, 90th RBI of the year. Here comes Jeter. Yankees have a 2-0 lead for El Duque. Bottom 3, same score. Bases loaded. Tejada against Hernandez, and look how much El Duque loves that. Out of a jam. Bottom 4, Rafael Palmeiro's 545th career home run, 3 behind Mike Schmidt. 46th career against the Yankees. 2-1 game. Javi Lopez did not have a good night. Oh, hat trick, 3 strikeouts. 7 innings, 4 Ks for El Duque. Jeter 2 for 5, now hitting 283, brings home Lofton. 3-1 Yankees.
You see when Jeter hits the ball, it looks like he's looking at the end of the bat.
He keeps his head down as well as anyone I've ever seen.
Amazing.
Gary Sheffield's 108th RBI of the year scores Jeter. It's 4-1.
Maybe that's why he's good.
Mariano Rivera.
We know he's good.
Is going to get the say. Now, after the game, check out Posada. Tom Troublehorn. Apparently, the Yankees felt that he was stealing signs, which I think a lot of people have done in the history of the game.
Is there something wrong with that? I thought that was part of his gamesmanship.
5-2, Yankees are winners. They've won 6 of 7. They're 27-9 at Camden Yards over the last 3 seasons.
And Manny Ramirez owns Jamie Moyer, owns top 1, Manny. Yard, his 41st. That leads the American League in 3rd home run in 2 games, 1-0 Red Sox. Moyer winless since June 18th. Bronson Arroyo. Oh, he's got the braids. It was cornrows before. Now it's braids. It's a mess. Anyway, he pitched real good. 7 innings of 4 hit ball. His 4th straight win. Holbert Cabrera to the wall and left. And look at Manny. Go get it. Red Sox win 9-0. Ichiro 0 for 4, hitless for the 2nd straight game. Boston has won 6 of 7, 16 of 18, and 25 of 30.
First start since being charged with DUI. Bottom 3rd. Guess what?
His court date is in October, which is going to be right around the playoff time. That's going to be a little bit tricky, but it's amazing this kid came in and got a couple of knocks first game back.
Maybe he can sign a ball for the judge.
This is disconcerting here. Mike Hampton bunts. That's not the part. And then as you see, as he runs down, something happens.
And as we know, he's very athletic. He should not get hurt running to first base, but that's clearly what happened. It looks like a strained knee, and he's not going to take the trip, I believe, the flight, and they'll examine him this weekend.
Yeah, MRI on Monday, a little strained left knee. Meanwhile, Adam LaRoche doubles off Hernandez. Levon drives in 2. And the Braves are winners, 8-1.
You know, we've seen this with Hampton in the past where he's had some groin problems on that same side, so that may be the same knee.
Last 71 games for the Braves, they're 51-20.
All right.
8 career home runs, top 5. Bonds already with 1 walk, and Steven Randolph walks him on 4 pitches. 200th walk of the season, Major League record. Bonds would add an IBB later. 2 batters later, Marquise Grissom against Randolph, who was looking for his first win since June 30th. Grissom doubles. Bonds and Edgardo Alfonso come to score, and the Giants are up 4-0. Bottom 9, Giants up 5-2. Tying run at the plate. Strange things happen on this play. Strange things. Chad Tracy lines a shot to right. Dustin Moore to the window, to the wall, and then throws to second. Doubles up Scott Hairston, who left the bag. That was weird. Giants go on to win 5-3. In the NL, hosting the best record. St. Louis Dodgers down 1. We're in the 8th. 1 on. Jose Hernandez facing Cal Eldred. Tony Womack. Edgar Renteria. Gold Glover drops it. Runner safe. Next batter, Cesar Izturis. He squares the ball. Yadier Molina, the rookie, misses the ball. So both runners advance on the pass ball. Izturis, grounder through the middle. David Ross and Hernandez scoring. The Dodgers are up a run and bring in the Gagne. Looking for his 103rd save and 105 chances. Gets Roger Cedeno to weekly ground out. 40th save of the season. Dodgers win 6-5. Cards have lost 3 straight for the first.
All right, this about him. Top 2, Willie Harris. They're on the corners. Table setters to second, Adam Kennedy. Everybody's safe. Jose Valentin scores. Yeah, he juggled it. Sox lead 4-1. 2 batters later, El Caballo Carlos Lee pops it up. Aaron Seeley. Aaron, just don't get in the way. It's kind of a Mars-Venus thing. They drop the ball. Lee would eventually walk. Communication. Next batter, Paul Konerko with the bases loaded. The bases now unloaded. Double to left. 3-run score. The White Sox get an 8-run second inning, and they win 13-6 over the Angels. It's just Chicago's 4th win in its last 18 games at Anaheim. So the A's win, the Angels lose. Oakland gains a game in the AL West race. Meanwhile, Boston's hot streak continues. The Red Sox now with a 6-game cushion over those very same Angels in the wild card.
First time. Pudge is batting. Carlos Guillen's on first. And watch Guillen try to take the extra base on Jock Jones's throw here. And, oh boy, he's late. And then he sprains his knee. He leaves the game. That didn't go well at all.
Jock Jones is just waiting for him to run.
Yeah, he suckered him into that. Bottom 6, still 2-1. Pena on third. Jason Smith up. Suicide squeeze. Pena scores 2-2, but top of 7. Jones. Pat Borders makes it 3-2. Still top of 7. Pudge batting .339 this year. Second highest batting average in his career. And oh boy, he comes out of the game with a bruised knee. J.C. Romero. Tim.
Well, this is now 36 consecutive scoreless innings. We've checked with the Elias Sports Bureau. They went back to 1971 for us. Couldn't find a reliever with that many consecutive scoreless innings.
Joe Nathan, 40th save in 40. Adam Dunn, 3rd career grand slam. 42nd this year. Back-to-back homers here as well. Kearns. Austin Kearns.
Tell you what, if they can ever get those guys out there healthy and get a little bit of pitching in Cincinnati.
1-2 pitch. And what Ryan Miller is to Gusto, Manny Ramirez is to...
You said that before the game. Home run, Manny Ramirez, Jamie Moyer.
Wow, 16 for 40 with 9 homers lifetime.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty good sample.
And, you know, people talk about MVP for Manny, and his defense has been really pretty good. He's made some really web-gemmy catches this year.
This is might be the best play I've ever seen him make.
He's made a few like this.
That's a great play.
You know what? I think Manny's having a fun time.
And he leads the league in throwing baseballs in the stands after the 3rd out of an inning, by far. Hank Blaylock, robbed by Reed Johnson.
Another guy who has really improved his defense the last couple of years.
Moises Alou.
We've talked about the Cubs defense, but I tell you what, Moises has made some plays out there in the outfield that have been absolutely unbelievable.
Well, my favorite web gems are the smart play. The guys who are aware of something going on and make the right play.
Oh, stop
like
it.
Like this. Look at this.
Fake to first and throw to third?
Yeah, he can sense you. That's peripheral vision. It's knowing the game, Jeff. Having a feel for the game.
Tell me about shortstops, Tim.
Well, a scout told me the other day, he's just like Ozzie, he's just like Omar Vizquel. Pretty high praise right there.
It's tourist.
Dontrell Willis.
Lifesaver.
Smell the glove. Cliff Floyd charging fast in the 12th inning. Nice. Jose Castillo with Lance Berkman. He thinks he has a base hit. Castillo says you'll get nothing and like it. Great play.
Here we are, number 10, North Carolina, and UVA, do-it-who's at Scott Stadium in Charlottesville. Marquise Weeks keeps on matriculating the ball down the field 100 yards. It's a UVA touchdown, and the Wahoos roll up all kinds of offensive numbers on the ground, and they beat the Tar Heels.
Number nine, bartender. How about a Bex? David Beckham, Real Madrid, free kick. Oh! Look again right over the defense for the game winner, like only Beckham can.
Number 8, Marlins Cubs, Juan Pierre. To left, Moises Alou sticks the landing. Great diving catch. Hallelujah. No Bartman involved.
I have no idea what that means. Number 7, Bell Canadian Open, 3rd round. Mike Weir, he is Canadian, and he's left-handed. We're roughing it.
Number 6, World Cup of Hockey, Czech Republic and Canada, Vincent Lecavalier.
Smith, shot, save, rebound. Oh, Lecavalier scored! Canada wins in overtime.
They got Finland in the finals Tuesday.
At number 5, even Carl Yastrzemski would be proud of Manny Ramirez here.
They have a lot in common.
Yeah, they do. Manny to the wall at Safeco, making the play.
Number 4, Fresno State, Kansas State. The ball deflects off the receiver. Brett Jones, the juggling INT. Hands drills, hands drills. That's tremendous focus. Juggle for joy. Splattered all over Manhattan.
Oh, at number 3, just what the doctor ordered.
On the way, got it! Online, good! The Buckeyes win! Mike Nugent is the hero!
You got a Nugent reference?
That was it, just what the doctor
Oh, all right.
ordered.
Who knew? Right over my head. Texas, Arkansas, number 2. We double your pleasure. Oh, the trickeration. Matt Jones, Carlos Osley, Dory Birmingham, the touchdown. Then Vince Young busting tackles. Dumps it off to Cedric Benson, and Benson busts it. It's a Texas two-step as the Longhorns hold on in Fayetteville.
No Woo Pig Suey.
No, not on Saturday.
Number 1, Houston at Oklahoma. Antonio Perkins fielding the punt. And Antonio Perkins is going to tie an NCAA record for punt return touchdowns. That's his 8th career punt return for score, as Oklahoma just scores the big old win over the Cougs, and Perkins puts himself in the NCAA record books.